Have you ever wondered if it was even possible to lose weight in the way that you could live it forever? Well, I have been on this journey of weight loss and body acceptance for many, many years. And I can tell you from my own personal experience that I have lost weight several times, many times, in ways that I would absolutely not be able to live for the rest of my life. And I want to share today with you a way that you absolutely can lose your weight and live it for the rest of your life. I'm Emily Quisenberry, and I am a holistic weight loss coach, and I help women learn how to stop yo-yo dieting and learn how to lose weight in a way that they can live it forever. I'm super glad you're here, and if this is the first time we've gotten connected, make sure that you subscribe either to my blog or to YouTube so that you'll be notified when I have a new episode. And on this episode, we are going to explore the 7 steps that it takes to lose weight and to keep it off for good. So I hope you'll stick around, because that's what we're going to be talking about on this episode of LiveFREE TV. Okay, before we jump in, I want to add one little thing here at the beginning, and that is I want you to change your thought around your weight loss. And I want you to be committed, and I want you to make the decision that you're not going to quit. Whatever it is that you choose to do, whether you choose to follow what I'm getting ready to teach you or what you are already currently doing or what's going to come down your path in the future. The problem is we start things that we, number one, can't sustain, and then we quit, and then we feel like a failure. And so I want you to make the decision that you're going to stop doing that and that you're going to stick with this until you figure it out, because that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing for years in my life. And my hope is that I can take my journey and condense it for you and teach you some of the things so that you avoid the pitfalls and you avoid the times where you feel stuck because you don't know what else to do. And that's my hope for you. So let's go ahead and jump in. Today we're going to be talking about the 7 steps to lose weight and keep it off for good. Number 1, you need to plan your meals daily before your day begins. So I personally use a journal and I write them out. And I write out what I'm going to eat at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner, and at snacks. And I get as specific as I can, and I get, this is the key, as realistic as I can. So this is no pie in the sky. This is what I should be eating. We're talking about the real deal. Rubber hits the road. What are you going to eat today? What are you willing to eat today? And so I'm going to invite you to not change anything, to just simply write down what you're going to eat. That is step 1. And the thing that I'm going to share with you about these steps is that they're actually pretty simple. They really are. It doesn't mean they're easy, because weight loss in the beginning is kind of fun, and it's new, and we're excited about the possibility, but then it gets hard, and we may bump up against something. We may bump up against our own mistake or our failure or our challenge or our obstacle. And then we think, oh, well, this doesn't work, rather than saying, you know what? Why didn't that work? What's going on with that process? And let me figure that out. So that's the beauty of writing out your plan every day before your day begins. So you can do it the night before or the morning of. You just write out what you're going to eat as specifically as you can and as realistically as you can, what you actually will do, not what you think you should do. Okay, because we're going to lose the shoulds. And then at the end of your day, or before you write your next plan, you're going to actually go back and look at your previous plan. And you're going to notice what went well and what didn't go well. And then you're going to make your next plan based off of the answers to those questions. So whatever went well, do more of that. Whatever didn't go well, what are you willing to change? It's pretty simple. Step number 2, How you talk to yourself matters a lot. Now, this is actually something I could camp out on like all day long. And in actuality, I am going to break each of the steps down over the next several weeks and go into them more in depth and give you a freebie if it makes sense to do that in that particular episode. So today's just simply an overview. So how you talk to yourself matters a lot. And I'm going to tell you, this is the biggest obstacle that we're going to face in our weight loss, because the actual execution of what we're supposed to do, which is eat less than our body needs, is really not that hard. I mean, there's lots of ways that we can do that. There's lots of diets that we can do that would have us do that. But the problem is what we tell ourselves here, and what happens when we face something that we feel is a fail, and how we navigate that and how we get back up and get going again. And so knowing that renewing your mind, as the Bible says, is the way we achieve change and the way we're transformed is through the renewing of our mind, tells us that our thoughts are pretty dang powerful. So this is one that we need to keep in the forefront of our mind through this entire journey, is that what we say to ourselves and how we talk to ourselves matters. Step number 3, you need to stay hydrated. Now, you may love water or you may hate water. But the good news is there are other things that you can drink on a daily basis in addition to water that are going to count as hydration. If you can get we're just going to cut right to the chase. I'm going to be really honest. If you can get your pee to a light yellow color, that means you're hydrated. My encouragement is get that to that color as early in the day as possible so that you're not up all night going to the bathroom. Now, if you are not a big drinker right now, and you don't stay hydrated well, don't try to do this all in one day. Gradually do that. Make yourself that part of your plan. Write it down, what you plan to do, and then execute. See how well you did and what adjustment needs to be made. Step number 4 is get enough sleep. Sleep is another one. It's big. It has a huge impact on our ability to lose weight. So if you are not sleeping a minimum of 7 hours a night, preferably 8, then that could be a huge goal for you, would be to work on that, because there are some pretty amazing things that go on that I'll share in a future video within your hunger mechanism and your satisfaction mechanism in your body, that adequate sleep is going to either help or it's going to hurt. So definitely make sure that you're prioritizing sleep. Okay, so that's step 4. Step 5 is to wait on hunger. So we're supposed to wait for hunger. Now, our bodies were created by the master creator, and he put within them an ability to know when we're hungry, just like he did to know that we're tired by yawning, just like he did for us to know that we need to go to the bathroom. We have these innate things within our body that let us know when we need to take care of ourselves. And so hunger is one of those beautiful things that we are actually designed to feel and then to respond to. And so if you will wait on hunger until you get that hollow feeling in your stomach, and it's going to come, it's going to take time to get there. It's going to build in intensity and it won't go away. Then you need to satisfy that hunger by eating. And again, eat what's written on your plan. That's step 5. Step 6 is to stop when you're satisfied. Now, this one can be a little trickier for most of us because many of us, me included, have been members of the Clean Plate Club. And we also have been on so many diets that have said, this is what you get to eat. And by gosh, I'm eating that because that's what I get. So this can be challenging, is to learn how to stop and to learn to leave food behind that we may not need. Now, again, I'm going to go into this in more detail, but this is something you can actually start practicing. You can start to eat more slowly, savor your food, chew thoroughly. Those things are going to help you eat undistracted, because mindless eating, generally we can get carried right away whenever we're eating mindlessly. So that is step 6. And then finally, step 7 is steps and strength. And that is walking and strength training. So those are 2 really important factors in losing weight and in living a fit, healthy, strong life forever and being able to keep that weight off. So again, I will go into more detail, but this is something, if you're not currently doing anything, pick something and just start doing it a little bit. A little bit is better than nothing. So if you are already walking, simply walk a little more. If you're already doing something in the gym, strength-wise, or at your house, strength-wise, just do a little more. It doesn't have to be, and it shouldn't be, some huge grand plan that someone else gives you. The beauty of this system and of these steps, and I'm pointing at my notes, is that this is something you're going to design and that is going to fit your life and is going to help you to lose weight and to keep it off and to lose that weight in a way that you can live for the rest of your life. So I hope that this has given you encouragement and has really shown you some things that you can begin to work on and that you can begin to implement to create new habits that are going to absolutely change your life. If you're looking for help, support, or accountability on your weight loss journey, then let's have a conversation. I'm currently accepting one-on-one clients and would love to see if working together could be a fit. I just want you to know there'll never be pressure on my part, and I don't have an attachment to whether this is for you or not. We'll simply have a conversation, see if working together would help you get from where you are to where you want to be. So if you want to do that, simply click on the orange button below this video on my blog. There will be a link in the description box on YouTube, or you can simply go to emilyquisenberry.com/29. That's emilyquisenberry.com/29. Okay, I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. And until then, be blessed.